Welcome back for the Mobile Gaming Fanatics. I'm MyTyme, this is Top Drives, and let's do a little bit of a recap. I did not do particularly well in the Jesko qualifiers. I ended up, I think, 65th in the end, but I stopped playing the event. Silly of me. I could have easily got top 15, got slightly better rewards, but I still got that premium pack, which was the best I was going to get, and we've moved on to the prelims. Now, we'll come to that in just a moment. Another thing which has happened quite recently is there has been an update to the game. Yes, it is an update, but it's nothing to get too excited about. It's mainly UI and bugs fixes, okay? One of the key changes to this update is you can still scroll through your garage as normal, skip back to the front of the garage with the back button. Down here we have a little scrolling bar, and for example, if you wanted to go and scroll straight through to your RQ35 cars, you could hold onto the bar, scroll along until 35 picks up, and it will take you to your RQ35 cars. That's designed to help you pick out a specific car when your requirements are up without the need to have to go and filter it too much. And you can press the back button. Now obviously you can filter still, you can filter picking your country or your manufacturer, etc., but there is now a slide bar at the bottom to quickly navigate to a specific RQ, whether it's the car you want to get, or it's to see what options you have in the RQ. So it's going to become more useful when you've used, for example, 4 of your slots or 3 of your slots, and you can see what available RQ you have left. You can quickly jump to that region. So that's probably the big change. Okay, so nothing that's going to break the game yet. So don't worry. Now, let's have a little look quickly in the buy cars section, because you will notice I do have a little bit of cash now in comparison to what I've had before. Been trying to do better in events, trying to do a little bit more dailies, and just selling cars, selling all my fused cars that I get. Constantly, not really working on cars, just to build up some cash so I can start to work on cars in the near future. That's the plan. I've looked at the carbon fibers at the moment. Nothing here that I'm particularly interested in, to be honest with you. While there are quite a few USA cars that I would like to get, the pool's too big to be purchasing this carbon fiber pack, and this 4-seater carbon fiber we'll come to in a minute. But the main focus of this video is going to be around that Jesko, getting ready for the finals and having a look at the prelims. But as I did mention, what's been pretty important to me in progressing over the last couple of weeks has been playing in these events and just managing to get myself into the top 10 for the daily event. My challenge, I haven't done it for the last few, but is to just get myself into the top 30, pick an aluminium pack, get lucky, maybe get lucky, pick a super rare, maybe get extremely lucky and get an ultra rare, but mainly to get those few extra cars, sell them off, and just keep increasing that cash pool. So again, with the black diamond budget event here, my aim is just to finish in the top 10. That's all I'm looking for, to pick up that extra ceramic pack. It is surprising how useful those ceramic packs come at the end of the week if you manage to get 6 or 7 of them extra from what you would normally get from the events. So with this, I know now that it is USA cars and RQ55 or less than 55. Now we can see here I am working on the Hummer H3T, but that's not specifically for this event. If I had it maxed out, then yes, I would put it in place of the Bronco, but it's a prize car. I'm going to be keeping it, so I decided if I'm going to keep it, I might as well max it out. Okay, so if I did have it maxed out, I would use it for this event, but I'm not actually maxing it out for this event, just to try and get a ceramic pack, if that makes sense. Anyway, so we've seen the requirements. Now I do know that there is dirt, mixed surfaces and rain, all the good stuff in this lineup, but I decided to opt out of using the Acura RSX. Now I was using this car to begin with, but I found on the circuits where it wasn't raining, it was basically offering me nothing. Yet I can comfortably use the Dodge Circuit EV or the Razor to do pretty well on the wet circuit courses, that it doesn't matter if they don't have wet tyres, if that makes sense. Now I recently pulled this Buick Enclave. I've not worked on it. I was assuming it was going to be a fuse car. However, I've seen a couple of people use it. So if anyone's got this out there, let me know. Is it worth keeping? I mean, for stock handling 77 on a 4-wheel drive car, all surface, it looks like it could be okay, especially for you know, kind of twisty circuits and that. I know it's pretty heavy, but a lot of SUVs are. Yeah, let me know if you've got that car. But let's come in, play a couple of matches, show you the track sets, and show you the kind of cars you're going to see people using. Now, I don't like to use this word too much, but certainly kind of an MVP car for this track set. It's definitely going to be the Bronco. Bronco concept is a great car, and I'll also say the Dodge Circuit EV is. But as we scroll through, we will see the kind of cars people are using. The Hummer is in, again, the Bronco here, Razor and the Venom, because they're lower RQ cars, which will do for the handling. Again, you see the track sets, dirt, a lot of rain. Again, we've got the Bronco here, the Durango, another Dodge EV coming up. A lot of people using the same kind of cars. So that I don't have my Hummer maxed out. So if I did, that would give me the opportunity to push a bit further up. But we'll play Christoph here, because I think this is a good example to kind of show you that you don't need to have too many OP cars for this. You can literally, your Bronco is going to be great. I'm using the Escalade for the drag. If you've got a better car, then perfect. I automatically put my last 4-wheel over here, and for this example I am going to take a victory on the twisty and take a defeat on the karting circuit. But that's going to balance me out at 50 points each. If I put the Dodge on versus Dodge, I'd draw, and then I would lose against the Venom, so I'd end up being 50 points down. But this way I'm technically going to gain 50 points, lose 50 points, and end up even, if that makes sense, as you'll see here. So I lose in the karting circuit, which is fine. 50 points down like that. Go to the drag, I will win here, because four-wheel drive will help with the traction over the Acura. And finally, we do get the victory against the Venom with the Dodge Circuit. So there we go, managed to get 3 prizes there rather than taking, what I've got, I'd have got 1 prize. Yeah, I'd have been 130 points. Yeah, I think I'd have only got 1 prize. So cool, 2 prizes. We move on. Now we'll play another person, see if we can get a different track set out here very quickly. Come on, Top Drives, be good to me. Here we go, there we go. So again, there's no rain for the dry circuits here. We do have mixed 2 dirts. What would I do here? Would I play this person? Shouldn't I play this person? See, this is where the Acura doesn't particularly help you, because it's just not good enough. And that is we'll take this one, because I know this is definitely a win. Sorry Cedric. Yeah, but as you can see, the Acura here, great for the rain. If you don't get the rain, kind of lets you down. So pretty simple there for what I'm going to do with my 2 dry cars. It makes sense for me to take a tie on one of the 2 dirt tracks with the concept. It also makes sense for me to, this is going to be quite light, might make sense for me to, I don't really have a choice here, do I? Yeah, I'm gonna have to do it like this. This might not be as easy as I thought, to be honest with you, Cedric. I might have underestimated you. I forgot that the Bronco, having 2 Broncos, is quite powerful, even if I do have the advantage on the dry tracks here. But we're gonna have to hope that the Escalade doesn't do too bad here. I mean, there's a little bit of a drag, so that should help us through. Yep, it does. Okay, kind of only helped there by that little bit of a drag at the end. I'm not gonna lie, my Escalade is 332. I've had it for quite a while. If I did it again, I would do it 323. But you know, it's a drag Escalade, you know, as you do. There's plenty of them around. There we go. So we've got a victory. Okay, great. I'm in 3rd. Not going to stay there. Not too worried. Just want to get a ceramic pack. Now, let's see, what can we do for the Jesko Prelims to get us ready for the finals? Well, again, we are back with pre-2000 cars, all 4-seaters here, guys. I'll just pick on one, scroll down and show you. Here we go. Petrol coupe 4-seater. Now, there is a little bit of a problem for me. If they are going to be pre-2000s, we can go to our cars and we can go to all cars and we can set the parameters to find out what the cars are going to possibly be in the packs and be useful for the finals. Okay, so if we click on that coupe, we'll forget the petrol tag just for now, because I don't think it's too important, to be honest with you. I'll click it anyway. Now, if we look at the cars here, okay, I've made a mistake. I have made a mistake. What have I messed up in here? What have I messed up? I haven't put pre. Okay, I need to go and do the year as well. My bad. So, up to 1999. Now, if we have a look here, there are two Porsches. I'm going to say two Porsches and a roof. So 3 German cars here. You're going to find the majority of the cars in this category that are going to be potentially useful are German. Now, it's a very small pile of cars for epic and legendaries. However, for ultra rares, we see quite an extensive range in comparison. So, what does this mean for the finals? Well, it means I'm knackered. Okay, it means I'm absolutely knackered. The only epic I have is the Porsche 911 Turbo, and it's not a good epic at all. It's the worst of the lot. The only kind of car which I'd say I've got and is going to be probably still be used by a lot of people. Excuse me for, I didn't mean to do that scroll thing there. Oh my gosh, this scroll thing, is the Roof BTR. Now, I imagine whatever happens, I'll be using this because it's a pretty good drag car and I can use it on tracks as well. So even as a B car, it's probably going to be in some people's hands which are going to be going for that Jesko. However, nothing else. Is there any point? I've used away a Skyline before. I don't believe I've had any of these roofs before. The Skyline, this car is not going to be useful in the final unless there is a medium ground clearance track or potentially some rain. But as we can see, all the legendary Porsches and roofs have 4-wheel drive anyway, and there are some other ultra rares which can also do that trick. So for me, the Skyline isn't going to be particularly key for this final. I don't think it's going to be around the Porsches. Am I going to be opening packs to try and get 3 or 4 legendary Porsches to give myself a chance to win the Jesko? No, unfortunately. I can tell you now, that is my slim dream of potentially getting that car out the window. So I've come to that realization. I am going to be playing this prelims not to try and get a car to help me in the finals, mainly again to see if I can get a top 50 rank, pick up myself a premium pack, and just move on, wait for another event. However, I will go over the kind of cars which we'll be using for this prelims. All going to need to be 4-seaters. 2 of them need to be pre-2000. So what I have decided to do, because we are not, should we say, we are not affected by any weather in this event, I've opted to keep away from too many 4-wheel drive cars because their drivetrain isn't as important. Now, lots of people are using the Yellowbirds. However, I've not done any upgrades to mine. So for me, best case scenario, it's a tie. And for 79 RQ, to tie with people doesn't really seem like much point. I'd either have to upgrade the Yellowbird or go for something else. So with the 2 times pre-2000s, I've opted to put in the Mazda RX-7 for handling. And I've also put in the roof because it can do a bit of anything. It can do the track, it can do the drag. If it isn't a drag, it won't get absolutely annihilated. Then that left me the remaining RQ to go a bit higher with my 4-seaters, and opted to take the best car that I've got in the 4-seater category. Opted to take the Chevrolet Camaro because it does a bit of everything, and again left me 64 RQ for me to put in. Probably I'd say the best option here is going to be the BMW M6 because again, I said it's pretty good at doing a bit of everything. So this is the team I've gone for. When we come to the track sets here, we're going to see it is either a little bit of drag or mainly twisty kind of roads. So there is nothing here to say that you need any kind of medium ground clearance, anything like that. We'll go through some of the cars. Here is a Yellowbird again. So for a lot of people, it's going to be a tie if you just match your cars up. We go through again. You're going to see a few of the Camaros come up, more of the roofs. Pretty popular car in these prelims. Somebody here coming out with the M6, and again we go up again, you're going to see a lot of the same kind of cars: Yellowbird, roof, Camaro. So that's kind of what you're going to come up against. Now I have opted to take an approach where I probably shouldn't have played this person, to be fair. It's not the best one to show off on, but I've taken an approach where I obviously know I'm going to lose with the RX-7, and I'm trying to take another 50-point loss somewhere else. So usually the roof would go on the drag. However, in this example, I don't think it's great because I probably lose to this. Well, I am going to lose, aren't I? So in this example, actually going to put the Porsche 911 Turbo in there instead. I'm going to take a victory on the twisty road with my M6. I'm going to throw away my mountain slalom car here with my Mazda. I will take a victory on the... Should I take the victory on the mountain road or the hairpin? You know, I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to take the victory on the mountain road and put the roof on the hairpin. So if this roof had been built the same way as me, as in 323, I'd have put my roof against it and just taken the draw, and I'd still got the victory. However, I don't think I win, because, well, I shouldn't do. In theory, I shouldn't do, unless for some reason there's just too much weight taken off the roof with the extra weight reduction that it means that my roof would beat it, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't. So here we go, get the victory here, and then it goes down to the last race. Fortunately, we've got the last race because the M6 is going to beat the Integra, even if it's only just about. It's an extremely useful car. So there we go, gets me a victory, moves me up a few places, everything looks good. But 14 defeats, don't worry, I already know this team has absolutely no chance of getting into the top 10. Okay, I know that, it's fine. I am just trying to show you my way of navigating around this prelims. So again, here we've got a slightly upgraded Yellowbird, which is good for you, Megumi. That will help you definitely. For me, take off from, I don't know if the M6 beats the Gran Turismo because of the, I'm assuming it may do with the drag at the end. I think this MRA may help it. You know, let's try it. Let's try it. Why not? Why not? We are here for the people. So we are going to take, well, first of all, you go there. Now, G-forced or twisty circuit. I would suggest 1, 2, take a tie and take a defeat on the Tokyo G-force test here like this. Could do it the other way around, to be fair, but I think this is the best way. So take a tie here. Gonna win on the Tokyo Bridge. So that's one of the advantages of my 911. It is pretty useful in this event, although it is a big RQ car. It pretty much guarantees me a victory wherever I use it, depending obviously what I'm up against, but pretty much guarantees me victory. Now, this is going to be a defeat, but it's not going to be a huge defeat. It's going to be less than 100. There we go, 65. Lovely jubbly. And now the test, is the M6 better than the Gran Turismo? Because I can make that change. So you can see here, it's going to have better MRA. The handling sections should get home. Here. Better MRA, there we go. M6 would be the better option, in my opinion, if you've got both cars. And that's it. Up to 24th. We won't be staying here too long, I know, but there we go. That's the game at the moment. Preparing for the finals. Not going to be doing well in the finals, okay? Very sorry, people. I would love to try and bring you that car, because I know for a lot of people it's only going to be a pipe dream, but it's going to be a pipe dream for me as well. Definitely not going to be investing the kind of cash that I'd need to in a load of cars that I wouldn't actually get much use out of outside of the event either. So for me, it's going to be a hard pass, but for anyone else who's already got those cars, best of luck. I hope you can get the Jesko. It's going to be a pretty fierce final. Anyway, I've been MyTyme. Thank you for watching as ever. Please let me know in the comments section below if you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all soon.